everyone. And it's really, awards are there, so I will not take much of the time. And you have heard many speakers on variety of topics, and I definitely hope that you have gotten many good tips or maybe inputs to create your own strategy. And I have witnessed two major transformations in our country. Being a telecom person, I have seen the transformation from the Strauser exchange. Maybe many of us have seen that, the non-digital, the Strauser exchange telephone to what we are seeing the telecom as on date. Earlier, as a kid, or maybe as an adult, we used to read the Sanjay watch to the Dhritarashtra, that live telecast of the Mahabharata. And now, that time, we were not able to think that we can also have a live coverage or we can have a video call and seamless everywhere. So this is really amazing transformation that we have witnessed. And second transformation that I have witnessed and the part of the journey, the digital identity Aadhaar. And using the digital identity, we are seeing lots of product, and that has led to the creation of the digital public good infrastructure in our country. After identity, the bank accounts, then UPI, account aggregator, then Bhashini, DigiLocker, eSign, and unified lending infrastructure. So many things, and we are here to create more innovations, more DPI, so we can have a different type of services and product to ensure that the right people, right service at the right time. And my topic is India's tech to AI stack. So India's tech, now everyone is aware, and we are consuming the services using this entire India's tech. And this, when we say AI, artificial intelligence or intelligence, so as a layman, I will simply term it like this: we as a human use our intelligence to interpret the things and take the decisions. Whatever the data is available, even in our mind, or maybe we are referring some journals, some notes, or whatever. So we are taking the decisions, and the processor is our mind. So maybe sometimes we say, oh, this is very intelligent in the mathematics, he is intelligent in physics, or he is intelligent in the share market. That this is how we define the intelligence as a layman perspective. Now the same thing is being done by the machine, and I think many of the speakers have spoken about how basically we can use or leverage the power of the data using the AI. So now how a machine can be more intelligent, can take the decision, if you provide access to the different sort of databases. Then only we can have a foolproof, and there is no, limit. Maybe when we started, suppose in the BFSI industry, so you are having the customer data and his behavior about the transactional data. So based on that also you can get some intelligence about that consumer, his preference or spending pattern or the cash flow analysis, etc. Then again you can build upon that his stock positions, or maybe how he's investing, or from where, what are the sources of the income, and spending patterns, and the insurance. Then we are linking all the insurance things. So idea is that we can curate some product, and now earlier, in the absence of the data, our salesperson is visiting the customer, so you take this product, but there is no asset intelligence. So this is a good product, so he's just A, B, C, D, these are the benefits of the product. Whether that product suits that person perfectly or not, he's not aware, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are trying to just, but now, we are having the enough database. We know that we are going to convince that person. And now, with the intelligence of the data available in the ecosystem, we know that this person is going to purchase a home, right? Maybe through the social media it is coming, or somewhere else, inquiry is coming. We know that now he is very serious and going to buy a home, so definitely he or she needs a loan. And then we can approach them, and then you will get the proper reception. And conversion to lead that we say, so earlier days in the absence of data, it was very less. We hit 100%, we will get success in 10, but now if we hit 100, maybe we can get the success of 70 or 80, or maybe it's the good intelligence, you can convert everyone, into a prospect to your customer. So now different databases, so of course, DPI is there, and based on that, maybe everyone, because from the BFSI industry, all of you are aware that how this unified lending infrastructure ULI platform has come up after a pilot in the Gujarat for the dairy farmers, which is having the data of the cash flow and how they are selling the milk and what is the land holding they are having. And on top of that, this AI-driven language translation that we are proud of as an Indian, and we must be proud of that. There's no need to use the Google. We can use our Make in India product called Bhashini. And it's totally AI-driven, and many of the applications in the government of India is using this Bhashini because we are delivering the services in the vernacular language. So why not all the apps, etc., are available, or the interaction will be available in the vernacular language, or at maybe the Tamil, Telugu, or Marathi, or whatever you call. One can read the loan agreement also, and can consume the service in a very effective manner. And there's a transparency I can see. So this is one AI power in the language translation. And other DPIs, account aggregator, everyone is aware that because we require a trusted, documentation. So earlier when we are giving the paper-based bank statement, we don't know what is the veracity of that bank statement. Now it is coming directly from the source, from the bank. Of course, it is consent-driven. So we can, think of n number of innovation, and of course, machines can do some jobs in awesome manner better than the human, right? Just leave emotional quotient differently. Maybe in coming time, maybe machine can play with the emotional, at the emotional level also, maybe so much data is there, we can train the model also, they can, so that's a different story, but yes, they can think fast, they can process the data fast, they are having lots of data, and immediately in millisecond, they can, give. So what we are seeing that, and I think many of you have started using the chatbot or maybe these automated calls, and we can say now the people interaction is not one-to-one, in person someone is going, not a person sitting at the call center and calling, using the data, but now AI humans, they are talking with you, and customer is not aware whether it's actual human or the machine, because they are having lots of intelligence and they're very fast. So they know, okay, what is your problem? So immediately the generative AI or all these things, they are able to think and they are able to give the solution also. And here we can create more innovations. The area that we have to, be cautious in the AI driven, because everything is data. And if data is not validated or trusted, your models are wrong. And maybe, if someone can infest the wrong data in the repository, your model is get corrupted, the entire, your system will get down. So that also we have to ensure that how to protect all these systems. And to run AI, we require the resources. So Government of India have a India AI mission. So there also support is getting generated in terms of the GPU. So basically, Honorable Prime Minister's vision is to democratize the technology or democratize this entire AI or AI for all. So we are creating the infrastructure or how the data can be shared among the ecosystem partner with the consent of the individual, right? Because the DPDP Act has already passed and regulations were there in the public domain for the consultation. And now we are waiting for when these regulations will come out, and then we have to design our system accordingly and more focus on the data security as well as on the privacy. Because AI is really, because I just shared in 30 seconds a story that one of my friend in the US was telling when the Tesla, the driverless car, was launched based on all the AI. And so he was telling that he got saved because of that, because he was just going and immediately the car took a left turn and stopped. So he thought, what has happened? Why the car has stopped? And immediately the next second, he saw the accident in front of that. Because the car is able to predict all the speed and the traffic that, yes, these two vehicles are going to collide. So it's better to, take a left turn and right turn and then park at some good place at a distance. So this is how, their machines are able to take the decision at the faster level. So, and now, what is new now in the telecom system? Because whatever we are talking about, all the tools in the digital world, we can consume only when there's a connectivity, and very good connectivity. So here also, Honorable Prime Minister has given a task, and Government of India is committed to provide high-speed connectivity across country. It's not only the metros or the tier 1, tier 2 cities or tier cities, even in the remote hinterland, all the villages. And now further down, there are the hamlets. There's the PVTG we call particularly vulnerable tribal groups. There also maybe 10 houses or the 20 houses. There also, Government of India is working in the mission mode to provide the connectivity there. Why those persons will be leave aside? The objective of the Government of India is Antodaya, that is 𝐊𝐞𝐲𝐬𝐬, or the last mile. We have to serve at the last mile. So the technology should be available. And as well as now, fiber is also going to be laid in the third phase of the BharatNet. So we will have the digital highway, and that will boost further, access to the remote area. And we all are seeing the transformation in the terms of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, because you are from the banking sector, BFSI sector, that we have opened more than 60 crore account in the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan all across country, because the connectivity was there, and using the Aadhaar-enabled payment system, we are able to open all those accounts. And now we are seeing this QR code, so-called the UPI everywhere, every chai wala, pan wala, sabji wala, fool wala, everywhere. And maybe, I don't know if I ask from the audience how many cash you are having in the wallet, maybe very, I don't know, but as far as concerned, sometimes I will have no money in wallet itself. Because we are, so well-versed with this UPI-based transaction. Now, using the AI, lastly, I want to sum up that, because I can speak on and on, because so many things to say in the BFSI sector, how we can leverage the data. See, it's the proactive approach. So whether it's the government or the business entities to consumer, or maybe the government to citizen. So in government, we are doing it. Instead of the citizen will make an application, government is having the data. They are reaching out to the beneficiaries that you are entitled for this. Please take this benefit or service. Because of that, maybe we have witnessed the COVID time also. And I can say with the proud, because of the DPI or Aadhaar or the bank account and the database available, we proactively, transfer the benefit to all the beneficiary. We didn't wait that someone will come and say, no, I am suffering and I am not having money. So that's why in the COVID time, we have seen that many countries, right, their economies are in shackle and lots of problems there are other countries. But in India, we, fought bravely, and last mile we were able to provide the services. So using this last mile approach and connectivity approach, now IoT, the Internet of Things that is coming, the 5G is there. So we are going to ensure that the last mile citizen should be empowered and able to consume all the services, and the banking services or the insurance services or maybe the investment related micro mutual fund, etc. See, why someone in the metro cities or the district should be able to get the benefit of all these products? Why not the last mile person? Even a farmer is earning the 15,000 rupees, or they can also save something in the mutual fund. But earlier, the cost of acquisition of the customer was very high. So no one is going to tap that market. And still we are having a huge market across the country. It's high time that we can have a skilled workforce, and with the technology, with the connectivity, and affordable mobile phone. Now in 5,000 rupees, we can have a smartphone. So we can approach to the last mile customer and provide the services. And lastly, you can use this AI, And the last panel I heard something related with the risk and the geographical risk and et cetera, et cetera. So of course, using all the data available, huge data available in different ministries or the departments, and putting the proper IoT devices in the manufacturing industries or in villages. And you can find out lots of, get the lots of data, maybe some area are earthquake prone, there's a flood prone. So then you can design your product, the insurance product also, that, okay, you can devise your risk mitigation strategies. But we have to use the correct AI tool to predict something, because otherwise, whatever your strategy, whatever thinking, it will not happen. So, and grievance redressal again, this is again, we are giving the services in the digital era, and sometimes I don't know how many you have struggled, maybe in the UPI payment, maybe you have transferred something, and or maybe the bank transfer, and actually it is detected, but the recipient say, I have not received. What to do? It really takes a time to, correct to whom to approach, whether we have a helpline number or not, or email or not. And even the email, no one, we assume that everyone can write the email, so maybe voice, text, or etc. So consumer is the king. So please use this AI stack over the DPI stack, create more innovations for the consumers, and deliver the best services in a very smooth, consumer-friendly manner, and make them delight. You will be delighted, and country will be delighted, and very soon we will be a Viksit Bharat in 2047. Jai.